Okay, so we finished installing the InkControl 16 software on the computer. We're going to now connect the board to the USB port and wait for the USB device to be recognized. Once that's completed, you can go ahead and run the InkControl software, and that automatically connects with the board and then displays us what's the current setting on the board. The board is currently set for 6-color SP52. We're going to be installing it on a JV33, and we're going to be running 4-color mode. So we're going to select 4-color, and we're going to need to switch to the ES3 ink type. Once that's completed, we need to initialize the device to clear out the existing information. We confirm that we want to initialize some instructions on what the next steps should be. We just click OK on that, and after we initialize the board, if we click the update status, we can see that all the channels on the board are blank, so that it contains currently no information. So we need to now go and add that information. We move over to the Ink Center tab, and we're going to click the Easy Reload. We just need to confirm, click Yes, and wait a few moments while the software fills in the information into the board. Once that's completed, just click OK. Go back to the Status tab, and if we click Update Status, we can now see that we have the 4 different colors for the 2 banks on the board. That's 8 channels per bank. And if we move the mouse over each, like J12, so that's cyan, so we know that on connector J12 on the board, it's going to be outputting cyan information. J9, it's going to output magenta, yellow on J11, black on J10, cyan on J6 again, magenta on J7, yellow on J5, and black on J8. That's going to help us during the installation on the JV33. So we'll know where we need to connect each wire, where we find the color. So we're going to be writing down this information. If we were installing on a JV5, we would need the second bank. Again, we can go over each of the J numbers, and that will tell us what the color that's outputted on that channel. To complete the configuration, the only other steps we would need to do is going back to the Ink Center tab. We have the setting to auto discard already set. That causes the board to reset, and resets whenever the ink level goes below 10%, which is fine for what we're going to be doing. So once those 440 mils goes down to about 44 mils, which is 10%, the board automatically resets to full on that channel. And to make sure that the board is going to run by itself, we need to check the box that says standalone mode. But this requires the board to have 9 spares. If we look in the Emu Status tab, we have information about the spares that the board currently has in memory. So to add the 9 spares, we go ahead and in Ink Center tab, click the Fill Up Spares. Wait a few moments while the program fills the spares. And now the operation is completed. If we go back to the Status tab, we can now add 9 spares for each of the 4 colors, and that will allow us to now check the standalone mode. In this mode, the board runs independent of the software, and it will keep resetting each of the channels as it reaches the 10% level that we have chosen for the emulator board options. And this is all we need to do. The next step would be installing the board on the printer.